everyone, it's Camille with MyMommyStyle, and I am helping you cook a healthy meal in your Instant Pot. I know a lot of you may have received Instant Pots for Christmas or bought one for yourself, and with meal prep and all of the healthy goals that we have together, I wanted to bring you this recipe that I think you're going to love. So if you can't stick around with us the whole time, don't fret. You can share this to your wall and it will be saved there, and then that also lets your friends know that this is an awesome recipe that they'll want to try. So as way of introduction, my name is Camille Walker with MyMommyStyle.com. I blog with my cousin Melissa, and we love to share healthy, easy recipes that are good for you and also for your families. So please say hi, I'd love to see you. It's been a couple of weeks since I've done a live show. I feel a little rusty. I'm not gonna lie, we had an awesome Christmas and now it's getting back into the swing of things and trying to reach those healthy goals that we all set. So this recipe is actually designed to be a slow cooker recipe. It was written by Lynn Manning, my friend who does To Fit at Home, but I wanted to modify it for the Instant Pot because that is the way that I've been cooking a lot, and so it's been kind of fun to develop recipes that are slow cooker or traditional recipes and turn them into Instant Pot recipes. And if you are curious about learning more about Instant Pot and what to do with your Instant Pot, you can go to the link in the description or go to MyMommyStyle.com and search Instant Pot and you'll find a whole bunch of ideas. So Mandy's here, just got an Instant Pot for Christmas, have used it 3 times, love it. Awesome, Mandy, that's so cool. I'd love to hear what you're making because I think that's one of the best things is hearing what's working for other people. And one of my very favorite things about the Instant Pot is preparing frozen chicken into prepared chicken, whether you use it in a main dish or you shred it up and save it for later. But I'm gonna be showing you how I do that, and I actually prepared the frozen chicken ahead of time so that we could skip some steps. So it actually won't take very long to prepare at all. So here's my Instant Pot. I'll pull you in a little bit tighter so you can see, but just to give you an idea, I cooked 4 chicken breasts that were frozen on high manual for 12 minutes, and I let it naturally release, and I found that that is a really good time frame if you're working with frozen chicken, which I always am. So it seems like that's a good way to save you time if you're wanting to get a meal on the table in under 30 minutes, and then you can even shred and prepare chicken so it's ready to go, and that's worked really well for me too. Hey Barbara, good to see you. All right, so I'm gonna pull you in tight here to see what's going on. And if you did get an Instant Pot for Christmas, let me know because I wanna hear. I know a lot of my friends did, which is fun. Okay, so fair warning, when you see the chicken in the Instant Pot, you're gonna see that it may not look as pretty as you might like. It's just like when you do it in the crock pot and it has the proteins that have been cooked up and turned into that kind of white film. But with the Instant Pot, you'll notice that the white part will actually come on top and mostly out of the liquid around it, which is easy to rinse off. And so I actually like to prepare it so that I rinse off the white stuff because I don't like that. So what I'm going to do is just grab this bowl here and get some tongs and put it out into this bowl so we can shred it up quick. That's a great sound. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and fish out this chicken. Now, I cooked this chicken in bone broth. This recipe actually does call for bone broth, which is healthier than chicken stock. And because that is what my friend wanted to do to focus on hormone health, I wanted to stay true to that. So I did cook this in bone broth, if you're wondering what it was cooked in. But I have also done it in chicken, just regular chicken broth, like canned chicken broth, and that works really well too. So whatever you have around is fine if it's a broth of some sort. So I'm going to rinse this chicken off and I'll let you just hang out for a minute. So one thing to keep in mind when you are making chicken in the Instant Pot. Hold on, it's too loud. I was going to try to talk to you, but it's a little too hard, I think. Okay, so if you don't have an Instant Pot and you want to prepare this with your slow cooker, that is no problem. It will just be 6 hours in your slow cooker. So I'll show you both ways what will work for you. And so we have this chicken here, and one life-saving tip is to actually use a hand blender to shred up the chicken. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab that blender really quick. If I can find it, I should have grabbed it before. Family over for my daughter's New Year's Eve birthday, and it was so much fun, but I feel like some of my kitchen got put in other places. So Audrey, I was rinsing the chicken because it had been cooking in the Instant Pot and it had kind of that white protein gunky stuff that happens when you cook chicken in any kind of liquid. I just like to rinse it off. So okay, so get your hand blender and you can shred up your chicken really quick. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. But my daughter just turned 7, and so we had 13 kids here under the age of 10 to 18 months, and it was nuts, and they all stayed up till midnight. It was crazy. Hey, oh, so Lisa, Shane and I cook together on Mondays, and so I do Thursdays alone. Okay, so I'm shredding up this chicken. Perfect. Okay, yeah, so I actually do a cooking show on Monday nights with my friend Shane, and we do that at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And then Thursdays is a lifestyle show, which you're watching right now, and that is for family life as well as recipes. So Shane hangs out with me on Mondays, and then on Thursdays I'm alone unless my kids are home from school and they join me. So, okay, so there's our shredded chicken, and it came together really quick. You can also prepare this soup with rotisserie chicken if you'd like to, and especially if you're paying attention to hormones and things like that, you'll want to use organic chicken. So yeah, Lisa, hang out with me on Thursdays. Hey, Shari. All right, so in this recipe, there aren't too many ingredients, but what I love about it is that it's all focusing on keeping your hormones in line. It's this whole detox I'm doing for 7 days. So I'm going to make this chicken soup, and I'm eating it for lunch every single day because my friend Lynn Manning does health detox, and I linked to it in the description, and I thought, well, I'm making this anyway, I may as well show it to you, but it actually helps you with your overall health and detoxing any junk out of your system. So we really try to stay away from extra added hormones or different things like that, but this soup is just a really healthy, yummy soup either way, so it's really yummy. Okay, so we have 4 cups of shredded chicken, and I also have the kale prepared. It's going to be about 1 big bunch that's chopped and sliced. And because I had a big bag that was already washed and semi-prepared, I just thought I'll just use that. So one new kitchen gadget I'm really excited about is this new kitchen shears for chopping. You can use it for meat, but you can also use it for salads or herbs or things. It has a really sharp blade, so you have to be careful with it. But if you're interested in how to get this, just write a comment below and let me know, and I'll link you to it because I didn't have time to link to it before. But I'm just going to be grabbing these bunches and just chopping them up with these scissors, and I'll let you watch. And hopefully I don't cut my finger. Hey Jamie, how are you? All right. Okay, so this is red Russian kale. If it looks different to you, it's because it's not the traditional kale that you might be used to seeing in the store, but this came in a bundle from Costco, and because I didn't have a separate bundle of kale, I'm just working with this red Russian kale. So it looks a little bit different, but that is actually what it is kale. So we're gonna be chopping that up. if you had like the traditional kale that you're more used to seeing in the stores, it would probably look more, it's a little bit denser. So this I'm just chopping up into smaller bits. It's not the most graceful thing, but. So how was everyone's Christmas? I want to hear. I'm going to try this soon. I love kale, but I usually eat it raw in salad, never had it cooked. Yeah, it's actually a really, surprisingly, the kale when it's cooked, because it is a denser leaf, it doesn't get too mushy, but it packs so much flavor and power to the recipe, but it's not like an overwhelming flavor or anything. So last night, my husband and I did a detoxing shake. If you are on Instagram, go to my stories because he is horrible at eating vegetables and he wanted to start drinking a shake every night with our dinner. You know, those New Year's resolutions. And so I have a video of him drinking this thing, and it was really good. Like, it was better than I thought it was going to taste, but it was really chewy because it had, and when I say chewy, I mean it had a bite to it, like chunks of carrots and apples and all sorts of different things. And I thought, there's no way he's going to drink this, and he did, and he said he wants to drink it again tonight, so we shall see how that goes. Tell me about the New Year's resolutions you have. One of mine is to drink more water. So a good rule of thumb is that you want to try to drink half of your weight in ounces. So for example, if you weigh 140 pounds, you would want to drink 70 ounces of water a day. So you can figure that out quick. So there we go. That's our cut up kale. And I love these scissors because it just makes it super easy and fast. And then next we are going to chop up an onion. Calls for 1 large onion, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut that up. And I actually have a chopper, but I didn't prepare it, so I'll just use a knife. I generally seem to cry every time I cut onions, so if you see me in tears, that is why. I am not a good onion cutter. So my daughter turned 7 on New Year's Eve, and this year she decided that she wanted to go to Build-A-Bear with her friends. And I said, you can pick 3 good friends, because it's expensive, right? We went to Build-A-Bear, and one of the cutest things that they did that I wasn't expecting is they give your child, the birthday person, this cute little cupcake thing that has a candle on the top. And all of the people that are there that come to the birthday party get to write a special wish on a piece of paper that goes inside a heart, that goes inside the candle. And this candle, even though it's stuffed, like a stuffed animal, you can actually press the bottom and it lights up, and then you can blow it out. Like, it was the coolest thing. I'd never seen anything like that. And it worked really well the first few days, but my kids were so excited about it, they kept blowing on it and turning it on and blowing on it. And now it'll turn on, but you can't blow it out. So it was really cool while it lasted. I'm totally already crying. Woo! But anyway, you can blow on it, and I can't even talk right now because I'm just crying. Oh my gosh. So, how was your Christmas? Cut it under running water. I know, I've heard people say that. It's kind of hard when you're doing it live. Thank you, Colleen. I'll have to try that. This one is like extra potent, you guys. There are going to be tears coming down any moment. We are in Miami on vacation watching you now, me and my 8-year-old daughter. Oh, hi, Olivia. That's awesome. So you're close in age. Oh my goodness. So I even have a slap chop, you guys. Do you know what that is? I can't do this. I need a wipe. This is one of those things I should have done before, but some are more potent than others, right? I'm totally crying. Rub the cutting board with lemon. What? Okay, I totally have a lemon here. I'm trying that. Because lemon is in this recipe. I'm going to try that and see if that works. This is why I love Facebook Live, you guys. It's so fun to hang out with you and hear your comments and save me from crying. I just love you. Okay, the bread in the mouth, Lisa, I have tried that and I think it's bologna. And correct me if I'm wrong, but did you hear of that from The Help, the movie? Because that's where I heard it. And so I thought, oh, that's easy. And it didn't work for me. Maybe it works for other people, but maybe other people are not as babyish as me. Okay, I am cutting this way too much because it's going to all go into a blender. So I'm going to add this. I don't know why I was like chopping it so small. That was silly. Woo! I'm going to have to like go wash my hands again. So Lisa, did you hear it from the movie? I'm curious because that's where I heard it. Yes? Okay, I need to rinse my hands. Okay, I'm alive and I'm back. It's okay. I'm just crying a little bit. No, but I love that movie. Yeah. Okay, so bone broth is going to go in the blender. We're going to blend this all up together. So you're not going to actually be eating chunks of onion in this recipe. But the recipe does call for organic chicken broth, and I bought this from Costco. So it comes with 6, and we're going to use that for the recipe today. So we're going to be using 6 cups, and to start the recipe off, we're just going to be using 2. So we're going to go ahead and add that to the blender. Just 2 cups into the blender. Okay. Put vinegar on the cutting board when cutting onions. No more tears and your food will not taste like vinegar. Huh. Lauren, that's cool. I'll have to try that. Thank you. Okay, and then we're going to be adding a 1/2 cup of olive oil to the blender. I just grabbed this olive oil from Costco as well. So, can't see your counter. Yeah. My nose. Okay, so in this blender, as we start, we have onion, 1 large onion, a 1/2 cup of olive oil, and 2 cups of bone broth. Now in this detox 7-day thing, she has you make protein shakes using bone broth protein powder, which I've never done that before. I don't know if that's something that people are used to getting. I actually just ordered mine from Amazon, so I'll let you know what I think of it. It's a chocolate flavor. You can buy it in chocolate or vanilla, but it is made of bone broth, which I think is really interesting. So I'm curious if any of you watching have ever tried bone broth protein powder. Let me just scoot some things over here. We're going to blend this up till smooth. It's going to be about 2 minutes or so. Did you dress up for us? You always look so pretty. Oh, Lisa, you're sweet. I actually have sweatpants on, but I did fix up my face a little bit. It's been a laundry day at our house. I don't know about you, but I feel like laundry day is every day. So sorry, this is going to be a little loud. Lisa, thank you for saying so. You're so sweet. Oh, hey, Rick, how are you? Thanks for saying hi. It's always fun to see familiar faces. Okay, so this, maybe if I scoot you back a little bit, we can get a little bit more of both. How's that? That better? Yeah, I think that's a good angle. Okay, so this is going to go in our mixture, but I need a mixture to clear out this Instant Pot because the next step is going to be involving the Instant Pot. So I'm going to rinse this out and then we will add all the ingredients to the Instant Pot so we can get it going in there. Okay, we'll do a quick rinse. We won't get too serious about it because we're just going to get it dirty again anyway. So Lauren, you said you watched with a sister. How fun. Yeah, she is darling. Shane said, should I drive home from Vegas to do the show? And I'm like, no, stay. Enjoy your holiday. And then he decided to do one with his sister, which I thought was so fun. Okay, so, hi Janet, Happy New Year. Thank you. All right, so we're going to be working on the rest of the recipe. So into this Instant Pot, we will be adding 4 cups of the broth, the bone broth. So grab this bone broth, and again, this is the kind I'm using. It's organic bone broth that's chicken. So you already have the 2 cups in this mixture that we made in the blender, and then we're adding 4 more. Okay, so here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. And here's 4. And you know what? We're a little bit shy, but I'm not worried about it. I'm not going to open a whole new box just to make it just perfect. So about one box should do it for you. And what's neat about this recipe is that because it's a detox that you'll be doing all week, you can eat this every day for lunch. It's just kind of to simplify your detox as you go. So Janet wants to know if you can make this on the stovetop. You could. It would just be where you would want to have it simmer all day if you want that really long effect, or you could even do it in the slow cooker. As long as your chicken is cooked, I think any way that you want to have all of the flavors come together is up to you. It's very versatile, so you can do whichever you want. Okay, so we're going to be adding our kale. So this is going into the pot next, and it's just chopped up kale. This is red Russian kale, but you can use any kale that you would like. And we'll just go ahead and dump that in. And then next we are going to be adding our shredded chicken. So for those of you who missed the first part of the video, I shared how to prepare frozen chicken and shred it in the Instant Pot. So share this to your wall so you can make sure to see that played back so you can watch my recommendation time for that. So we're just going to be adding that into the pot as well. And that's about 4 cups of shredded chicken. I just did 4 chicken breasts, and that worked well for us. Yeah, do it in the slow cooker, Janet, about 6 hours on low. Okay, and then we're also going to be adding zest of 3 lemons and 2 tablespoons of fresh lemon juice. Okay, so these are rinsed, and I'm just gonna go ahead and zest. Okay, so check this out, you guys. I usually use a handheld grater, but I found this at the dollar store, and it's a Betty Crocker handheld grater, and it has this little cup underneath, which I thought was really cool, just to catch it all in one place. So I'm going to use that today. And check your dollar store sometimes. They have really good kitchen tools. And some of them aren't the best quality, obviously, but some work just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and grab some zest from this lemon. Oh, that already smells so good. I'm sorry, I'm sniffling too. I'm from cutting that onion. to remind people about with setting New Year's resolutions is that you don't need to set resolutions that make you feel really overwhelmed or like there's no way you can achieve them. It takes about 21 days, they say, to set a new habit. So if it works better for you, you could start with one thing and work on that for 21 days and then move on to the next. I think a lot of times with New Year's, we think so much about all of the things all at once, and we don't need to do that. We can just do one at a time. That looks so cool. I make a lot of things with grated ginger in it. Oh, that's awesome, Janet. This detox that I'm doing with this plan, you actually drink ginger every morning. So it's been kind of interesting trying new things. Okay, so there's a zest of 2, and this is the 3rd. So I'll get this out of the way for you so you can see it a little bit better. Hey, Kendra. Now, all of these instructions and the recipe and the ingredients are on the blog. And if you did get an Instant Pot for Christmas and you're thinking, what am I going to make? What am I going to do? I have YouTube videos, I have Facebook videos, and we have blog posts on MyMommyStyle.com, which is linked in the description, where you can find a bunch of ideas that are so good. One of my very, very favorite is chicken Cordon Bleu in the Instant Pot. So, okay, so look, I just caught it all, which is awesome. Thanks so much, Kendra. Okay, so I'm just gonna add this to our soup. I'm gonna use a little fork to just pour a spoon there. Got all that zesty goodness. And I actually just got a new lemon juicer, so I will pull that out and see if I can figure it out. Yay! Okay, so this is not from the dollar store. It's a Pampered Chef, but it's a juicer where you can put it on and twist it and then it catches the juice underneath. So we are adding 2 tablespoons of zest. So I'll go ahead and show you that. If you want information on how to buy this, just put it in the request in the comments and I'll make sure to go back and let you know where you can get it. I make a drink with sliced ginger that I boot for about 20 minutes and drink hot or cold. Oh, that's interesting. So Janet, I'm curious, do you do that? What are your specific reasons for drinking that every day? That sounds like a really healthy thing to do. I love fresh lemon. I think there are so many wonderful things that it does for our bodies. And this is no exception, obviously. Now I'm trying to see, oh yeah. Okay, so there's a measuring on the side. Right now we have 2 ounces. So if we need 2 tablespoons, how many ounces is that? Does someone know right off the cuff? I think this is enough. Oh, that is so cool. Strain, so you can either strain it or pour it. What? That is awesome. But this is my first time using this, so I'm trying to figure out the best way. Oh, you just twist it. Oh, this is so cool. So there's a little spout in the front. Right there. Okay, so I'm going to grab 2 tablespoons of this to put into our mixture. There's 1 and 2. Okay. Now we're going to add in our mixture that we blended before. This is the olive oil, the onion, the bone broth. And then we're going to give that one good stir. So for those of you who did get an Instant Pot, do not be afraid of it at all. Don't be afraid. Just try new things. When I first got the Instant Pot, I was so worried that I was going to blow up my kitchen or something horrible was going to happen. But it is so user-friendly, and there are so many helpful guides online that I'm sure you can find something that would tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay, so just as a little review, for those of you who may not know how to work your Instant Pot, I will show you just kind of the very basics. Okay, so on top of your lid, you will see this little tab here, okay? And this has 2 settings. It is either venting here or sealing here on this side. So when you are cooking with your Instant Pot, you want to make sure that you have it set on sealing so that it can seal the food. Now on the front of the lid, there's a little arrow here that matches up with the front of your pot that helps you know how to line up the pot correctly. When I first got the Instant Pot, I didn't really understand what that arrow was, and I tried to put the lid on it and it wouldn't fit, and I was like, oh my gosh, is it broken? But no, I just wasn't matching up the arrows to seal it properly. So, okay, I'm gonna flip this around so you can see what we're doing. So you are going to be first plugging your Instant Pot in. You'll hear that little beep just to say, I'm alive. And then we're going to make sure that we have it on the ceiling, and we're going to match up those arrows. I'm doing this from behind. Hold on. We gotta come around to the front, make sure I match it up. Okay, so yeah, the arrows are right here. Maybe. There you go. Okay, so we're matching up those arrows right here. They come together, and then when you twist it, it locks, and it will tell you with that cute little sound. And then next, we are going to be cooking it manual on high for 8 minutes. So this will be manual here, and we're going to do it for 8 minutes. And that's all you do. You don't touch anything after that. It will go ahead and beep when it tells you that it's starting to seal. Okay, so that is the sound that you want to know that it is sealing and that your food is starting to cook. One thing to keep in mind with your Instant Pot is that the time that it cooks, the 8 minutes that we have this set to cook for rather than the 6 hours, is going to cook up really quickly, but it also has to pressurize. So depending on the weight of the item in the Instant Pot, it will take anywhere from like 10 to 20 minutes, sometimes if you have a lot in there, for it to seal. So keep that in mind when you're cooking and preparing, that you might need a little bit more time. So even though it's 8 minutes cook time, you have to be aware of the pressure seal time as well as the release time, if you want to do it with a manual release or a natural release where it will release the liquid on its own. Does that make sense? Okay, so if anyone has any questions, you can add those here. Lisa said, oh, Denise, 2 ounces is about 1/4 a cup. Thank you so much. I didn't see that before. You're so sweet to tell me. Kendra, you love yours and you use it as a side dish. Ooh, that's a good idea. A lot of my neighbors and friends have actually bought 2, where they'll buy a smaller one because they're less expensive for a side dish, and then a larger one. Some of my favorite ways for my Instant Pot to use them are preparing hard-boiled eggs, which you can make and prepare ahead of time for a really healthy snack on the go. So we have a blog post dedicated to that, specifically if you want to make your own hard-boiled eggs, because I would buy eggies and just spend a lot of money on hard-boiled eggs, and I don't know why, other than I was lazy. And then with the Instant Pot, it just makes it so easy, and they're so easy to peel. So check out that that blog post if you want to do hard-boiled eggs in the Instant Pot, because they are amazing. And then I also love doing, if you want, I can grab some of the really quick things that I love. I'll show you really, really quick. Thanks for hanging in there with me while I go around my kitchen. So a couple of really fun dinner ideas that are super easy that you can do today is this. Okay, one of my very favorites is this Basil Pesto that you can get from Costco. This is not sponsored by Costco, but I keep talking about them. And this is so yummy to do in the Instant Pot, and I like to put mozzarella cheese on top, and then I add the tomato after it's done cooking. You can go to the blog to find 6 easy recipes in your Instant Pot, and this is included in that one. Another recipe that I love is doing sun-dried tomatoes with artichoke, and these are, let's see, what would you say? They're dried, sun-dried tomatoes. That sounds really funny, but once you add them to liquid, they are good to go, but they stay dry in the bag. And I love having that because I don't have to worry about how many cans I have in the pantry. You can just keep this bag and it can be used on multiple recipes. Another recipe that I love that is also on the blog is a chicken cordon bleu recipe, but instead of doing a traditional like roll it in the breadcrumbs and that whole step process, I use stuffing on top of a slice of ham and the stuffing, and it comes together beautifully, and it is so yummy. I would suggest if you do this recipe that you do the natural release so it dries out the bread on top of the chicken so it isn't too mushy. So those are a couple of really yummy recipes that are easy to go to and enjoy. And if you are looking for more recipes, check out MyMommyStyle.com. And I am going to take a picture of this when it is all done, but it is up on the blog, so you can make this today. So let's eat healthy together, let's have fun, and please check in with me next time. If you're watching from Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, subscribe and you can always see more. So thanks so much. See you guys.